Alright, welcome to the stream. I feel like sometimes those like really popular albums from an artist, like Out of the Blue, or like let's say Abbey Road or something like that. Zoso, Led Zeppelin 4. It's just so many albums where it's just like everything on there is overplayed. You kind of put it away for a minute and then you completely forget about it. I haven't listened to Out of the Blue in it's probably been half a decade or more, but it's a really good album. It's one of the more popular ones for a reason. Anyway, welcome in. How we doing? Welcome, Hi Kiri. We are going to get back into some viewer requests. One by way of which came straight from Haikiri himself. We're going to be getting back into Kingsfield 2. I'm going to take a little bit more of a look at it. I don't know that I'm going to complete this game because it seems like as we got into it last time that it's kind of a vague game. It's a little bit hard to sort of manage and understand sort of what's going on. Not to any like major degree, but I don't know. Everything feels so stretched out, I think, just because of the pacing of the game itself. You're a little on the slower side, so it takes a bit longer to get from point A to point B. However, I did want to play through a little bit more of it, so we're going to take a look at that. And then we're going to get back to Doom for the PS1. That's also a thing I'm not going to finish completely because I don't think I want to. I know Doom 2 is on there. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to do Doom 2 PC, but I kind of want to see the entirety of Doom 1 on it at the very least. So we'll take a look at that. And then I don't know, maybe sometime after I finish Doom 2 on stream, I'll come back and see what the PlayStation version's like. But yeah, that's going to be for a little bit later. Probably not going to do a super long stream this time around, but we'll kind of play it by ear and see what happens. But for right now, let's get old RetroArch booted up and see if we can progress through a little bit more of Kingsfield 2. US version, by the way. We're not doing the actual Kingsfield 2. Welcome in, Akuma. You are here. You found your way. Oh, and of course I can do the pop-out chat and have everything on one screen with this one, so that's nice. There we go. Probably should have got this set up beforehand, but I had gotten the PS2 with my physical copy of Doom on PS1 set up, and that took so much time I didn't do it with RetroArch. I'm like, I could skip through that and do this pretty quick. I don't know that we use save states, did we? I could take a quick look here, but I don't remember. I remember proposing the idea to use them if necessary, but I don't think I actually went through with it. Let's take a look. Load state. Oh, I did. Okay. Nice. I seem to be pretty low on HP. Let me switch over to the game. See if that actually pulled up. No, that's the background. Oh, there it goes. Now it's got it. Okay, so last time we left off, we got the first element. We need to collect 4 of them total, I believe. We got fire. We were able to get the fire magic, which was cool. Although I don't have a means to restore my MP. I think maybe, unless there's an item I'm missing, I think that could be done only at a fountain, which we ended up getting a flask to carry fountain water with us, but I think the only fountain that I've actually seen has been, like, destroyed or something, so we still have to find one that's actually working. I don't know. But we did manage to do a couple things, so that was nice at the very least. You're doing something? Alright. What are you doing? I'm gonna go back through here. Oh, okay, alright. The thing that you're doing is redeeming a viewer request voucher. Oh, okay, for Soul Calibur. We were talking about it, so yes, I guess I should have assumed that was coming up at some point. Alright, well, I will probably do it next week, I think. work out for the best. Let's see what we could do here tonight, and then Wednesday's been our multiplayer night. I've got Lane chomping at the bit. He wants to do some Fortnite, so I think that's probably going to happen tomorrow. And then, I don't know. Let's see. What else are we doing? We're not really doing anything. I'm trying to think. Oh, shit. Oh, and I'm poisoned? God damn it. Oh, I do have an antidote. Nice. Doom, the new Doom is coming up, but I think that's still like a week and a half off or so. So I don't think we have anything like major going on next week. I'm still kind of working through Doom on PS1, but it's not a major issue. Probably not a game that I want to stream for like 4 hours straight either. As much as I like the classic Dooms, and boy do I love me some classic Doom, it's a game that I don't think I can play for more than a couple hours in one sitting. I will play it continually until it ends, but you know, all at once is a bit much. Is there anything here? Can I do anything with any of this? I guess it's just a bed. I think, was there somebody here, or was there an item here? I forget. I know we were here before. This is not where we need to go. This is not where I like died last time, but there's something I want to check out. So this is where we got the firepower. That's also why I'm doing Kingsfield at the start here before we do any Doom. I was thinking Haikiri might come in, so there was that as well, but I needed something to sort of like offset the Doom playing. Have any magic? I don't think I could use it. Shit! Jesus. Oh my god. Well, that didn't work out. Let's load it up. Also, Akuma, I'm assuming that with Soul Calibur 3 specifically, you want me to do the, oh, what's it? It's like the adventure mode. It's not the adventure arcade mode, but it's that one particular mode. I forget what it's called. It has been a minute since I've played that game. And that particular thing. Yeah, that mode, okay. So we'll be getting into that. I don't think I've ever played a Soul Calibur game on stream. I don't play, like, most multiplayer games, especially like a fighting game. They're a little bit too linear for me for a like a stream's worth if I'm just playing like a fighting game. However, games that incorporate some form of story mode, like let's say for instance, if I was going through and doing, you know, Soul Calibur, I would do something like that. That particular, it's almost like a. I seem to remember like either having like real-time strategy or like tower defense mechanics, something along those lines. But you know, some games, some fighting games incorporate like a story mode, adventure mode. Tekken was real good about doing that. I think for a long time Tekken was the only one that actually incorporated some form of like story with their video game. Alright, like Street Fighter, I remember dropped all that. Soul Calibur felt like they dropped that. I remember that's why I didn't get 5, because they pretty much just watered it down to like arcade mode, I think, and that was it. I stopped at 4, and 4 was pretty bad because 4, I think, just had the arcade mode, and then it had like the adventure mode wasn't really an adventure mode. It was just like I don't know. It was like you had to climb some kind of tower or something. It was basically just fights with no pageantry around it. Okay, so that's one thing. In this game, going back to this game, you can take the keys out of the pedestals. I could go back in there and, you know, probably get my ass handed to me again, but if we're done with these locations, we could just take the keys out of those pedestals and then reuse them for other locations. So I think I'm perfectly fine with doing that. For the tower, I don't remember liking the tower. Did you get anything from doing the tower? Was there like some kind of unlockable or something? I have to forget. You might have gotten like some form of cosmetic or something. It seems like such a downgrade from 3 though. 3 had so much going on, and you know, I liked 2 well enough. I liked 2's story mode, but 3 felt like a huge step up. Definitely seemed to cater to, you know, kind of more of a single player. But I think once online got introduced, a lot of developers for the fighting games just thought, well, you know, this could be eternally playable, because now instead of just you know, needing to play locally, you can play anybody around the world, and you'll have loads of fun forever and ever and ever, and we'll never have to make anything else. So I don't know if that was actually the case, but I feel like that was the case. It seemed like once online came around, a lot of fighting game developers just felt they didn't need to make any sort of thing that could, you know, enhance a single player experience. What more could you need? You have multiplayer. There's cosmetics and weapons. Okay. I thought there was some kind of unlock. I never felt like any of it was worth it, but, you know. I didn't really like 4's character creator either. I had so much fun, and don't get me wrong, 3's character creator wasn't like the greatest thing ever. It did have its limitations. They certainly seem to expand it by 6, because at 6, you know, you get all those videos of people making all sorts of outlandish, weird crap with the amount of customization you could do with them. But 3 wasn't like terribly customizable, but you could still do a lot with it. And it had its own like unique fighting stances and stuff. Had its own unique weapons that you could use specifically for like create a character mode. 4 didn't have anything like that. You just had to use the pre-existing weapons and fighting styles from all the, you know, regular characters. Didn't have anything unique about it. That, and I think they started to incorporate DLC around that time, so it wasn't as fun. I don't remember it being good. Yeah. I remember watching one person make like Gabe Newell or something, and that was like the extent of like the creativity. Okay, yeah. I see what you're doing. I guess you don't really have anything. Oh, the cosmetics determine the stats of the character. Oh, that sucks. See, it wasn't like that in the previous one. 3 cosmetics were just cosmetics. Weren't beholden to anything. I'm sure they didn't have any way to like use a cosmetic with a particular like overlapping another one. What do they call that? Like use a cosmetic strictly for its appearance, but in reality be using some other one that's not quite as good looking or whatever. Okay, let's save. We got our keys. We got some kind of herb or something. Wasn't that much, but still. We got it done. Then we need to go back. We need to go back from where we came from. But yeah, back in the day, I used to love all sorts of fighting games. Like from the 90s up into the mid-2000s, I had so many. I got like almost everyone I could get my hands on. You had your Guilty Gears, your Blaze Blues, your Tekken, Street Fighter, Dead or Alive. Tried to get some stuff like, you know, your Marvel vs. Capcoms, but even back then they were outrageously priced. Can I not... Do I not have a weapon equipped? What the hell? Okay, there it goes. This enemy looks imposing, but you can just like circle strafe around it. It's not really a huge deal. face just does jack shit for damage, or if he has like a lot of HP. Oh, wait, hold on. We did not get the key in there. Oh, right. We have to grab it from our inventory. There you go. I thought I remember getting an extra one where I didn't, because I took 2 out of the doors and I only have 2 remaining. That's weird. Okay. So I must have had one that got dropped from like an enemy or something. What did I get? Oh, iron gloves. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let me take a look. I think to expedite things, I'm going to start using save states. F2 and F4. There we go. Whoa! Okay. I guess I do a lot of damage. Oh, shit. Unfortunately, the plants in the back have seen me. It is still taking a minute. I was trying to avoid the, whatever. The plant blast beam. I can sort of hear in the distance when they cast it. Shit, I got hit by the other one though. But they both got up here and now they're both trying to hit me. Oh, jeez. This just isn't working out. I might have to avoid this thing entirely. Oh, okay, shit. Didn't mean to do that. I thought I couldn't cast this. The magic only takes 3 MP, which isn't that bad. But I tried to use it against the skeleton when I went back to that one room, like right before the boss battle or whatever. Or no, it wasn't even a boss battle. Right before I got the fire ability. I tried to use it then, and it didn't work. I'm really skirting the line here. There we go. I don't even know if it was worth it. 41 gold? Probably not. I'll run past here. Oh, I see. I think after sprinting, I guess you need to wait for the meters to build back up. Okay. that's the grave digger. Okay, here's where I died last time. This was a pain because there were two of these guys and I don't think I could get past them. I don't know if they move either. Shit. Damn it. That's the tricky part with them. I might be able to skirt by the one, I don't know for certain, but yeah, the biggest pain with them is, one, they're really big, and then they do a shitload of damage. But their like attack animations don't seem to like have a limit. They can do 2, 3 in a row, 4, I don't know. Whatever they feel like doing. Okay, I am able to skirt by them though, so that's good. It's a good thing I took the key out, because it looks like I need it here. I could have sworn I had a key picked up from something before, because I remember being able to open that door, and I didn't even take out a key from any of the pedestals, so I don't know if one just dropped from somewhere or if I snagged one off the ground from someplace, but just didn't manage to get it this time around. Secret corridor. Well, the music changed. Should have went up to where that plant was to see what was down over that way, but oh well. I think we're making progress, though. Music change signifies something different to me. Is that an enemy? What is? It's a slime. Gold and an herb. Enemies. Big tree. Hopefully he can't move. Alright, I got another herb, that's nice. I think there's a skeleton back there. We're still not good at taking them out. I think the ones that I have so far I took out with magic, but I'm so low on magic right now and I have no means to recover. That's just not even worth trying. I'm surprised we have not seen a fountain anywhere. I remember the fountains in the first one, you know, there wasn't many of them, but boy, I saw one at least within the first 30 minutes of the game. I played this game for 2 hours last time. We're continuing on now, we still don't see anything. So either I missed it or there doesn't exist one in these earlier parts. Commander's room. Oh, we were told to find a commander. I've been living here for over 5 years now. When the commander headed for the castle, I had to remain here all alone because I was wounded. Do you have any idea what it means to a soldier to be left behind? Do you understand the anguish I've gone through, how deeply I regret not dying from that wound? After my wound healed, I began to dig graves for my fallen comrades. But I've been waiting for my commander's return for over 5 years now, and I'm completely exhausted. I wish I'd just be granted the death I deserved so long ago. In these underground barracks, Commander Silviera made several traps for training purposes. Not much time for training, I'm afraid. Most of the soldiers died before they even knew about the training or the traps. In front of the jail, you could see a target. All you would have to do is pull back the bowstring and your arrow would hit the target. You can't really call them soldiers, but most of them were common villagers. They made poor fighting men, but they all loved Silviera. When the villagers made a statue of the commander, I remember them saying something about setting a trap for the commander's sword. It was a trap to test the next recipient, so that anyone smart enough and strong enough to figure out the trap could obtain the sword. The Silverian was another of the commander's swords. It was one of the most prized swords, given only to the best swordsmen. It was awarded along with the title of Sword Master. I believe the sword was given to the commander by another commander, Lord Veyrak. Swordmaster Hauser, the king's father, used the same sword. Our commander was a brave warrior with special ability to devise complicated traps. Alright. A little bit of exposition. Captain's room. Empty. The royal emblem. Save crystal at least. So at least here we have a legitimate hard save. Still no fountain though. There's a chest. Wonder if it mines. I got an arrow. Arrows. I got 8. But I'm assuming we need a bow to go with that, right? This guy's living with skeletons. They're just in the next room over. Shit. Whoa, he attacks with his ribcage. That's crazy. Yeah, these are a lot easier to defeat than the other ones I've fought. I guess because they don't have any weapons, but still. His ribs like opened up like a maw. Tried to snap at me. Alright, that's where I came from. I don't have any more keys, I don't think. I'm gonna have to find one from somewhere. Let me look at something real quick. For Kingsfield 1. They're like, I don't know where the fountain is. I remember seeing that one fairly easily. But, Kingsfield 2, I've got no clue. There's a YouTube video that says, finding the chalice and activating the fountain. It's a 20-minute video. I guess it takes a little bit of doing. No, but that looks like a full-on fountain. Okay. Maybe it's not the same. Or no, maybe it is, actually. Because it did say that when I got the crystal flask or something, that you could take fountain waters into it, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, they'd, like, evaporate or something. Well, thank you for being here, Hi Kiri. Love this game. Happy I'm playing it. I'm happy to be playing it. It's very interesting. I enjoyed it last time enough to come back and take a look at it at least a little bit more just to see what was going on, because I felt like we were making progress, but couldn't determine for sure what I needed to do or where I was going. Whoa! It's got some kind of magic or something. Something. Oh, and that's locked. This game definitely feels old school. It reminds me of old school, like, Nintendo games, where, you know, most of the challenge wasn't necessarily in the gameplay, but it was in kind of like figuring out how things worked, where you needed to go, what you needed to do, and, you know, I suppose in a lot of those cases, when it came to like Nintendo, when they did that, there were situations where it was like, oh, to sell like game guides or Nintendo Power, or for you to use the hotline or something like that. So, but I don't think it's necessarily unfair. But it is kind of like an old school game mentality, the way it's kind of set up. You're just gonna have to poke around long enough until you find something that works. Bunch of skeletons. These one got weapons though, so I'm a little bit worried about trying to fight them. There's this hook on the wall here, but I don't know if that's literally just decoration or if I could do anything with it. I think the ghosts can move through walls too. Oh, that's right, they curse you. I'm like, what's going on with the tone? Something's happening. It's like I knocked those ghosts back, and then I think they retreat into the walls or something, but I can't do anything once they're back there. These skeletons I'm worried about. These ones do a shitload of damage. Son of a bitch, they can block too. Just only put me back at the very beginning. Even if I'm in a new area. Yeah, it does. Should have known. Oh, not that. When I see storage, I think system storage. For, like, save files, but that's not what they mean. I forget that you can actually just store stuff. Like, you always have access to your stored inventory, which is kind of weird. Oh, this is interesting. Pop in on a game this old. Stuff still needs to load up. Okay, let me get what I was missing. almost feel like I have more range. Oh shit. Ugh. I got like cursed or something. It, like cast some kind of blindness on me. That first one didn't do that before. I guess the second one did, so they'll have the latent ability to cast some sort of magic on you, so that sort of sucks. But I didn't have to deal with it previously. Let's try that again. I'm hesitant about taking the arrow, because there's like not actually a way I could use it. I don't know if I've even seen a bow available in the store yet or anything. Did he actually get me with that? I know where I'm going, I just can't see now. Arrows must be used with a large bow. Well, I guess the effects must wear off after a while. So I'll try to feel my way around, see if I can figure out where I need to go. Die. Very frustrating. Unlike, say, a Dark Souls. Well, like Dark Souls, you can't use your shield or anything, so I can't block these guys. Not even like Elder Scrolls. At least with Elder Scrolls, I get like a little chance to do a counter-strike. But unlike Dark Souls, the enemy attack animations can just go on forever like that. They can attack twice in a row, they can attack 5 times in a row. There's not really any rhyme or reason behind it, I don't think. Doesn't feel like it anyway. So it's like picking your opportunity to strike is kind of a gamble. Oh great. This is completely empty. Now it's hard to see. It's hard to figure out what I'm looking at since I've no reference to go off of. Oh, that's what was making the sound. I can't go in here with this condition. I can't see anything. Damn skeleton cast his dark spell on me, and it's taken a while to wear off. Let me see. Dark status, okay. Skeleton shoots out black when you approach them. There are ones that stick out their ribs and attack. If you have a dark status, you can use a bloodstone or a gold potion to cure it, or you can wait, it will go away eventually. We've been, okay, I guess I could use the bloodstone that I have in my inventory, but we've been waiting a while. It doesn't seem to have dissipated. I just didn't want to go in here with that status effect. This already looks like a bad idea. Shit. I thought maybe I could squeeze in there. I couldn't. It's hard to determine what your hitbox is in a first-person situation. I felt like I was right down the middle, but I guess a bit, maybe I'm just running a fat character. He's a little wide. Oh well. I don't know if there's a way to manage to do that or not. I mean, I kind of almost think maybe I could run through it, like if I'm sprinting or something, but it seems so damn risky. I'm not sure that I want to. Most of, like, that little prison section doesn't seem like a good idea to get in. Might want to go somewhere else. Attempt to kill that other skeleton. Hopefully I don't get blinded, just because it seems like it's decent experience. I at least got to level up, so I don't know. They don't take that much to kill. It's just like if they hit you with that magic attack, it's hooks. I got the level up. That's good. Let's go in here because it was just the tree enemy, which they can't move, so we should be safe. They don't shoot any projectiles either. There was a skeleton behind him. Skirting around him. Yeah, this is kind of a bad situation to be in too. I don't think the skeletons can get past here. 32 damage per hit though. Shit. Alright, let me ask the big brain question here. Hold on. I was looking up stuff for Kingsfield 2 earlier just to find locations and items, but... how the hell do I restore magic? Moonstones, dragon fruits, or MP water. I'll also find items like the Dark Slayer sword, which allows for slow MP regeneration while walking. There are fountains that will recover your MP, which I've been looking for, but I can't find any. Like the one in the starting cave. Starting cave? What the hell's the starting cave? There was one, I think there was one in a cave in the first King's Field, but not the second one. Might be getting its games confused. I am reading from the AI. So, let's see. Regaining MP. We'll find a never-ending spring. Try using the clarity bracelet all the time. Won't replenish your MP, but it'll give you a nice boost. Yeah, you'll eventually find the spring. Where the hell is it? Alright, these people aren't any of any help, so I guess whatever. But good to know that there's solutions out there. I expected there would be. I just don't know where those solutions are. We're still having trouble with just like the skeletons. I almost feel like I'm under-leveled for this place. Just given how much damage they do. They could take out half my full HP just in one hit. So, I almost feel like I gotta go back and do some grinding or something. There was an area back here at the start of this before we started going down into this tunnel. Where it looked like there was something else. Because there was like a plant. But I don't know if that just leads to another dead end or what that is. So I'll go investigate that, I suppose. And then possibly, I don't know, there might be another hidden doorway or something I can find. But nothing is certain. How many enemies? Just one? I never look at my stats between levels, so I don't know where we started and how much progress we made, but I don't know. Sometimes you could tell just by how much damage you're inflicting on an enemy if you're, like, able to kill it quicker, if your strength has gone up. I don't know that this mace does much more damage than the starting sword that you're given. But I did... I mean, the best indicator was those early, like, plant enemies, the ones that kind of look more like Venus flytraps. Instead of, like, the pitcher plant that we're fighting right now. And, I was able to beat him in, like, 2 hits. Which I feel like before it took, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hits. These ones still take a long time, though. So I don't know if I should be looking at getting a new weapon, or if I should just, like, grind killing enemies until I get something a little bit, some strength that can manage to plow through these guys a little bit better. Both is probably the solid answer, but the quickest route would be probably the best. Ah, darn it. I was trying so hard not to get hit. I don't have any antidotes either. I do have a bloodstone. I've seen that the, oh wait, the bloodstone, I think the bloodstones, damn it, they don't. I just remembered as soon as I used it that the bloodstones heal everything except poison. So that's cool. A little bit of gold. Hey, there's a fountain. That's what I'm looking for. Nice. Okay, we could use this now, too. Drew some water. Alright. This is the first fountain we've ever found. Unfortunately, it doesn't heal a poison status. But I guess this is kind of good enough. At least we found one, because I was starting to get a little ticked off based on the fact that we've gone through so much of the game. We played it for, 2 hours, over 2 hours, and still haven't managed to find a fountain, a way to recover MP. Actually, this doesn't recover MP, does it? Shit. Could use the moonstone, I guess. Where is... Oh, blue potion. I guess that's just for health. I mean, it's the same water, so there's no reason why it should be able to heal magic. But I figured I'd give it a try, just in case it had additional properties while being in the flask. I mean, at least I have a recovery means outside of just the plants, so that's cool. Plant in the back is running away from me. I wonder if they can't turn around just because I'm kind of in the way of it. Something funky going on. Just in the nick of time. To finally break away as soon as he fires a shot. Okay. 20 gold. What am I up to? 401. There's another key gate. Me without a key. Where does this go? This is open. Okay, skeletons. Kind of a more open area. I'm only ever comfortable fighting them kind of where I have some freedom of movement, but even still. Yeah, there's an arrow. Almost missed it. It's about as hard to find as it is in Oblivion every time I'm trying to find arrows when I shoot them. I thought they turned around fast enough where I couldn't, shit. I couldn't actually hit them from the side like this by circle strafing, but it seems to sort of work. I'm like turning my actual body when I'm trying to circle strafe them too. Getting too into it. Game's too immersive. Care of them. New sword. Alright. No. Just a long sword. Ordinary weapon issued to all the soldiers of the Verdite army. Even those who lack physical strength can swing this lightweight club to fight in a battle. I find it odd that they don't have like any stats attributed to them. They give like a weight, which is weird. And then I guess the length. The length would tell me about how much reach it has, which it seems, I guess this is why I've been able to hit enemies easier, because I have more reach with the club. But does the weight factor in the damage it does? If it does, it's a really weird system. I'm not saying it's bad necessarily, it's just odd. Is there a ghost? Are there any ghosts here with us?
Zombie ghosts, leave this place.
I already got cursed by one. Oh, but I have some armor. Iron plate. Nice. Did I defeat it? There's a... oh, there it is. I was gonna say there's another one, I just don't know where it is. Oh, okay, I beat that one because I got a level up. It's a little hard to beat. Skeletons are the worst, Sakiri. They're the worst goddamn enemy I've fought in this game. Hey, what's going on, Lyra? Welcome in. Old Kingsfield, yep. Trying to adapt to the combat style. I'm getting nervous that I'm gonna end up... I'm just gonna use the blue potion. And end up dying here. This is the second one. I don't actually own this one. Whoa, Jesus, see? I was right to be concerned. I own the first one physically, but I'm emulating this one. I played a little bit of the first one on stream years ago, but we never made much progress. They're a little on the slow side, and I get the feeling like it's not the most super entertaining for most people, so I tend not to stick with them too long. But this one fascinated me. I felt like we were making progress. Hey, there we go, finally. And I wanted to come back and take a look at it. It did booty. But not a skeleton, clearly. All the other ones are identified as skeletons, but that one's just a dead body. Still some meat on the bone, maybe. No, I can't take his helmet. God damn it. There's more arrows. They've been giving me a lot of arrows, but I have no bow. I need to get a longbow. I think that's it. GG, thank you. I'm not really seeing anything else. Alright. Well, we got some stuff. I think the best thing is the armor. How good the curse wore off, too. So maybe we're in a slightly better position. I've mostly just kind of been looking around because I think the barracks area is our next spot that we need to get into, but I feel underleveled for it. Even though I totally should be able to beat most of those enemies. Fine, it's still taking a minute to get through them. Let's see. Did we go back through here? Oh yeah, this is where the fountain is. Okay. I will restore health. I will get some fountain water. I wish it could also restore my MP, but that's not a thing. See, this has the exact same, like, look and shape. We did see another fountain earlier. I was wondering about it. It might have even said in the text when we investigated it, but, like, we found a fountain before, but it was completely depleted and destroyed. So, I don't know if there's a way to, like, restore that or what. Maybe we can, maybe there's an NPC we can find or something and he can go repair it. I don't know. I just have to give him some money. But we totally found one before. It just was in disrepair. Let's see what the mirror says. Ancient battleground on this battlefield. This isn't pertinent to the fountain, but I guess the area. The garrison led by Silviera fought fiercely against the evil creatures. Also in this very location, King Alfred once led the Verdite army against the first wave of evil creatures many years ago. Oh, I think we read that before. I think that's just for, like, this particular area. It's not even, like, this whole area, not even this, like, very particular spot we're in. Okay. Nothing to be done up there. There is that one door with the key, but... Unless we find another key somewhere, I have no clue, you know, how I'm supposed to open it. I could go back and take a key from another door, but which one am I not using right now? I think I pulled the ones that had absolutely no use. I'm pretty sure this door was one, right? Yeah, and this is in front of the trees. So I can't take this one, and then I use the other one to get into this area. I bet you that one door that needs the key that we saw up this way, that's probably that shortcut, like a shortcut back to the previous area. Because we saw that there was a stone door from the opposite end that was locked. It was locked from the other side. So it's probably that one. Which would be handy if I needed to get back quicker to the main area instead of, like, traipsing through all those plants and everything, but I guess it could be worse. I mean, kind of the only thing to do is press on. So I might as well see if I can go through here and maybe have it out with some of the skeletons. Thankfully, the one that dropped in here did not respawn. I'm just gonna make a save here for ease. We'll kind of explore and see what we can do. And then if it just ends up being too hard, I might just have to go back and see if there's something else I can do in, like, the overworld segment. Just kind of somewhere back in the open world, even if we just need to grind a little bit. At least I know where a fountain is, too. I mean, at this point, if I'm going through the barracks, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get back to it, but it's closer than anything else I've found, which is nothing. Oh, good. Little plant growing in that pot. He was about to do something. These are just the non-weapon skeletons. I don't really worry about these unless they cast that shadow spell on me, which is bane. Hidden walls always had you on edge for traps. Every time you felt brave, safe. Uh-oh, so there are traps in here. The guy, the soldier left behind did disclose to us that there was traps, but I have yet to see any. Shit! Gah! Fast, man. As slow as this game runs, they're like the fastest thing in here. I guess they're all skeleton. They got no muscle or fat to slow them down, but still. It's the pain in the ass. I hate these goddamn skeletons. They're the worst. Alright, no secret walls yet. Big fat ass door here, though. I wish I had a ranged weapon. I would love to get a bow. We found so many arrows, but we have not found a bow yet. Okay. What? No. I think the longsword does more damage, maybe. And this thing is so slow, once you get behind it, there's nothing to worry about. This enemy is really only dangerous if you have no maneuverability whatsoever, or if there are multiple enemies around. The thing is, though, is they have like a huge HP pool. Ah, see, that was a lot quicker, though. It was quicker than using the club. I did have a strength up stat, so that might have weighed in a little bit, but... Oh, hey. Got another one of them bloodstones. Showing that field who's boss, you bet, sir. How's it going, Daler? Yeah, old Hog Curie got me playing this one again. I just requested it the one time. I only guarantee that I'll ever stream a requested game once, but this one was so fascinating last time I played it, and I felt like I was making progress that I wanted to come back and do it again. So I'm taking a little look at it and see if we can find something else. We got out of the field. We're no longer in the King's Field. We're now in the King's Soldiers' Barracks. I don't know where I'm going either. I think this is new. Liberty City, the PSP port? Or no, the PSP is actually, God, Liberty City, that's actually where that game came from. I think of it as a PS2 game, but the PS2 is like the port of the PSP. Have you ever played Vice City? Is it Liberty City Stories, or is it a different one that I'm not thinking of? Because that one wasn't terrible, but it certainly wasn't, you know, it wasn't as comparable to like the main console ones. Okay. Yeah, that one wasn't terrible. That wasn't too bad. Have you played Vice City Stories? I feel like Vice City Stories was actually pretty close to like the main console games, and it had an interesting story and interesting character. It was like a prequel to the Vice City game. It dealt with Lance's brother that was in the military. And you just see him for like 2 seconds at the beginning of the game, but not too much after that. But yeah, I don't remember that one being terrible. You haven't played Vice City Stories, love regular Vice City? I think you'd like it. I think you would like it. I got the PS2 port from my local game shop. And I always had half a mind to stream those games. I know Vice City Stories, the PS2 port was available on PlayStation Network. And I think I got it. Pretty sure I did, because I had all the other ones. So I think I got that one. But for whatever reason, they didn't do Vice City. I think because of licensing restrictions. It's got all that 80s music in there, man. And I don't remember that Liberty City Stories had the huge soundtrack that Vice City did. And the Vice City Stories had more music aside from just the stuff that was already in Vice City. There's a couple overlapping tracks, I think, but they had a bunch of new stuff. And I think because of licensing, they just weren't able to release it later on, unfortunately. One of them shitty situations. However, you still get physical copies. Or, you could emulate it. PS2 and I'm sure PSP emulation probably isn't that hard to do. But it was a neat little game. It was definitely a step up from the previous one. There was another one, I think, called Chinatown Wars. I don't remember if that was PSP or if that was on the DS. But if it's what I'm thinking of, I think it was kind of harkening back to like the old school Grand Theft Autos where it was like the top-down gameplay. So it wasn't like a third person or anything. Is there more than one skeleton in here? I'll fight him, but I'm not going to like it. The Vice City Stories is actually better. I went with Liberty just because of the Mafia element. Launch a copy on eBay. Tomorrow's payday. Ah, nice. It used to be that it was going for a lot of money. I think it has to have gone down by now, though. I don't know. I would hope it has. When I got it relatively recently. I got it within the past 3 years, and I think I paid maybe $40 for it. I don't think I paid that much. So you could probably get it for a decent deal. See, this is not giving me a lot of room. I'm gonna switch back. You know what? I will use an earth herb, but I'm gonna switch back to the mace. Oh, the PSP version is probably cheaper. If you're looking for the PS2 version, I forgot you were actually playing the PSP version of Vice City Stories. But yeah, the PSP version is probably a lot cheaper. Stuff that's like harder to, like singular handheld platforms like that, you're not going to find for like too much money. Every once in a while there might be something, but these skeletons are not my friend. I'm killing them for the experience I carry, but I'm not enjoying it. These damn skeletons are ruining my gameplay experience. No secret doors? No! I'm gonna use the blue... I have a... Oh no, you already used the blue potion. Shit. Okay. Earth herb time. Scary skeletons. Or spooky scary skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. I've leveled up like 5 times, and these guys still cause me issue. Okay, I leveled up again. We'll see if it does anything for me. Probably not. Oh, there was a secret door. I've just been rubbing my face against every door I come across just in case. Alright, we got slime monsters. gonna switch back to the longsword. I don't know how these things attack. I managed to kill one before it did anything last time, but I don't know if that's just because I caught it off guard or what. If it's like the slimes in like Dark Souls, they'll shoot out like a spike or something. There we go. It's like a blob of shit. I think the idea is they're almost supposed to be like traps, like you walk into them without noticing. Because you have to like actively turn your camera up and down, not even with the analog stick, but with like the shoulder buttons, R2 and L2. It's kind of like Armored Core actually, which makes sense because that's also from software. But it's like I can see if you're not like particularly observant, you can like just walk into them and they probably damage you that way. Be my guess anyway. How much gold I got? We're getting close to 700. Even though it seems like most of the items that are good that are for sale are like in the thousands. Very, very expensive. Is that it? No more secret doors? Just the one that was back here. Okay. I guess it's just more enemies to kill, which, you know, it's not a bad thing. This is just all the barracks, though. Just the individual, like, soldier barracks, nothing special, no offices, no treasure rooms. I'm gonna go save, and then I'm gonna, like, contemplate my life, figure out what I need to do. I'm running low on HP, and I've used a lot of health items. I can go back up to the fountain and just do a replenishment and then do a recovery flask. Or, I don't know, I could press on, chance it, see what happens. The latter is more expedient, but it doesn't sound like a good idea. I can't do anything else, though. I really need to, like, I guess I could use the moonstone, but I need to figure out a way to, like, recover my MP more efficiently. I'm sure the shops sell moonstones to recover MP, but there's only one shop I've seen in the game, and it's at the beginning area. If I had to walk all the way back there every time I wanted to get a moonstone, Jesus. This game would take like 5 hours just to go from one area to the next. Oh boy, are PSP games region locked? I think they are. No, they're not. They're actually not, because I actually have import Japanese game that worked on my US. It's like for a long time Sony was like region blocking, and then they stopped for a brief period, and then they started doing it again. I think. Well, okay, maybe they stopped again. I almost feel like with the PS3 you couldn't play Japanese games. Or, you know, any sort of foreign things because they were region locked. They were so stingy with that console in particular for whatever reason. But no, I do have a Japanese game. I remember because I couldn't read it. I was disappointed. I was hoping it would have like some semblance of English that I can use to get through it, and I couldn't. But you should just be able to buy anything and play it on there. I'm sure you're looking for like looking at a European copy of something, but it should work. But it's like the PS1 was region locked. I think the PS2 was region free, and then I think the PS3 was region locked again. And then by PS4 you could play anything, and I'm pretty sure you could do the same on PS5. This is interesting. We found a new area. Robert Shrev. Australia? I'm pretty sure they use European. I don't think they're region 1. They might even use, because if they're considered the same as New Zealand, they might use that Chinese region. What is that, region 3? But if you ever get like international versions of things on some sites, and it has like an English translation, that's for the benefit of the countries that are in that particular region, which might cover Australia. I'm pretty sure it covers New Zealand. What are you doing, sir and/or madam? Good to see you, Prince Lyle. I've been waiting for you to give you this Eye of Icarus. Oh, we needed that for something. King gave it to me to give to you, but, well, a fairy stole the eye several years back. She tricked me and left me only with the staff of Varde. Please, I beg of you, have mercy. She was sent by Varde himself, chief of the woods. I've been to the woods several times in vain to try to retrieve the eye. I could never find Varde. It kept getting lost, and I was forced to give up my search when the demons came. Here, take this. It's the staff of Varde. Please take it and recover the Eye of Icarus from Varde. That's a staff? The hell is that? Oceania? Is that the considered region? Yeah, kind of around in that general area, I'm pretty sure they have a version. That's the version where it ties into like China and Hong Kong and some of the English-speaking areas around there. I'm sorry I failed you, Lyle. I don't know what to say. I certainly can't face the king after all these years. Oh, I think the king is dead. And let the Eye of Icarus be taken from me. The king will never forgive me. Okay, I guess that's it. Damn right he won't. I won't forgive you either. Man, what a shame we can't, like, use beds. There's like a church here too? Or is it just like a high-pitched? Oh, okay. I guess the houses are all the same. No purpose for this building, I guess. I think I see a door here. Is this the forest that he was talking about? Guess it's a maze. What do we got? Whoa, 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 whoa. Last time I dropped into a well, I died, so... It looks like there's water down there, but I don't know if we can swim. Alright, well at least this is something new. I didn't expect to find like a completely different area after already getting into a completely different area. I'll do a quick save and I'll just jump in and see what happens. Okay, yeah, he dies. There's water down there. I guess our Prince Lyle just can't swim. Unfortunate. No save crystal or anything? Let me look back in here just one more time in case I missed it. Are you hidden save crystal? Guess not. Alright. Mirror, tell me. What is this place? Forest of Varde. Used to be part of Seath's forest. Oh, like Seath the Scaleless? And many elves lived here. Most of them moved to... What is that, Melanat? I can't tell if it's an I or an L. Melanat Island, and after the radical change in the king, the rest fled to the other countries. Varde, chief of the woods, remains here alone. Okay. Interesting. Just checking. Maybe these are either a stronger variant or the club was doing more damage. Here, I'll switch to the club and see. Or the mace, whatever. No, the mace does more damage. I did get a critical hit that time, but still. That seemed like a lot. Now that you think about it, you did have 2 PSP disc games that were Japanese, and they did work on your PSP. You traded a buddy for Twisted Metal head-on. Oh, were they? Might have been rare. Underground Barracks and Vardy's House. Okay. You never bothered translating. How'd you even get them? I guess if it just had Japanese text on the front, that's understandable. Oh, hey. Look, we can use Vardy's key. I think. Oh, good. That what? Oh. Oh, I see. Ah, so Vardy's key just moves tree stumps around. Alright, makes sense. Okay, I gotta... Oh, you take that. What are you doing? Got a blood gem. Get back in there. We didn't see what was over on this side. Oh, great. Shit. Wasn't worth it. I thought for sure, because I've done it before, that I could skirt past the mushroom without it blasting poison in my face. But no, I could not. Oh, okay. I got a similar situation when I got my NES with the AV cables. You know those NES 101s? They only released the AV cable variant with in Japan. US never got it. US got the 101s, but they were still coaxial, which is shit. It's such a pain in the ass. So I got one of those Japanese ones, and when I got one, it came with, I don't know, like 6 games. There was a stream I went through where I played all of them just to see what they were. They were all very strange. One of them was Ninja Gaiden, so I mean that one I was fine with, but the rest I didn't know what the hell was going on. There was a couple good ones in there though. I remember there was a tank game. There was like some kind of spy game. There was a really weird platforming game where you turned enemies into blocks, and you had to like push them around in order to like navigate the map. It's kind of interesting, but I didn't know what the hell was going on. Palace of Wind. Oh, that sounds like someplace I want to go. It might have been a third-party fit, because I've seen people that do that. And I don't know, it could just be very easy. I'm not 100% certain how it's done. There might even be like a fast adapter from coaxial to AV, but I'm like, I don't want to look for something like that. I just want it to work built in so that I don't need to worry about replacing anything. If I need to replace anything, I want to replace the console. So I just ended up getting the Japanese one, which the Japanese one can play regular NES cartridges, but you need to use something else. I forget. I don't know. I never worried about it too much though. Yeah, all the original ones. Every US one just used coaxial. So, I don't know. Probably a third-party modification, but if not, I'm not too sure where they would have gotten it from. Unless it's like we were talking about, might be one of them Australian editions or something. I don't know if the Australians got the same thing as the Japanese. They're relatively close, so I guess I wouldn't be surprised. I would also imagine that you could crack open an NES pretty easily and just swap out whatever's on the chipset there. But it's a little bit too much for me. I'll run through here. Ah, that. What the hell was that? Oh, it's a light arrow. Okay. We're playing by Zelda rules now. Oh, nice. Oh, no. I got a key. Okay, keys are good. Cracked that one open and replaced the 72-pin cartridge output. Cheap and easy, runs a lot better. That's good. By runs a lot better, what do you mean? Like the games perform better on it, or? It just, you don't have to worry about bumping it. See, we beat that one in 2 hits too. I think the club just is outright stronger than the sword. Doesn't fail as easy. Oh, okay. Honestly, I don't use my NES nearly as much as I probably could or should have. So, but I never experienced too many issues with it failing. I do know that it's relatively sensitive. It's a lot more sensitive than like the SNES. Or, you know, obviously like the N64 or something. I remember nudging it a little bit sometimes for some of the cartridges, could just like set it off. Alright, I had a pretty good sense of where I was going, but now I'm starting to get a little lost. Curious about the Silverius key though. I don't know if we have an opportunity to use that somewhere in here, or if I could go back to that one spot and use it. Before you replaced it, if you fart too close to it, it would lock up. Yeah, I get it. Definitely a pain in the ass, but at least you're able to upgrade it, so hopefully don't have that issue anymore. Oh no, was that is there a secret path in there? There might have been a secret path on that route we unlocked. Hold on, let me go back. No, there wasn't. So then how do I get that chest? I'll go a little bit slower. Sliding my face across the hedge here. Alright, I don't know. Maybe there's an underground path or something like that. Whatever, I don't care. Chests rarely have actually anything good in them. Every time we've gone across one, it's always been some shit. I mean, at best, it's an herb. Otherwise, it's like nothing I can use. You're thinking about me telling you Final Fantasy X on PS2 is superior. You actually found your copy in your brother's PS2 that you gutted. It was yours, or you just, it was his and it was just stuck in there? I think I've gotten 2 used PS2s in my lifetime, and both times they had a game inside them. One was Onimusha 3, and then the other one was, like Jak and Daxter Racing? I don't know, it was like something I would never play. Final Fantasy X is a pretty good get though, just for like being in a random console. But yeah, the PS2 version is superior to the HD versions. There's his machinist shot. Used it for parts. Oh, there's a disc in here. Nice. That's good. You found out Onimusha, Akiri? Daylor was playing that not too long ago, weren't you? You were playing the third one, weren't you? I don't know. I might have been mistaken. Now they're all rebooting the series, and I think they're redoing the first game. Huge fan. Okay. Which is funny, I think I own every Onimusha game, but I've never actually completed one. Ah, you dropped it. Ah, well. It was the third one, okay. I thought it was. Yeah, we can't all finish our games. Some are a little more time-consuming or effort-consuming than we want to put into it. But anyway, I was saying about Final Fantasy, that was the puzzles. The puzzles got you. Final Fantasy X, superior to the HD versions. The HD versions, they mess up the models. And they also made them the international versions, which I hate. I hate the international versions. They put those damn super bosses everywhere, and you can't make any progress. I wanted to go back and get something that I missed out on that was really like easy to miss before, but no, I couldn't because the super boss was in the way. And it's like, oh, you want to beat this? You have to beat this boss that's harder than the Omega weapon. Okay. Cool. I guess I'll attempt that. Pain in my ass. But yeah, it just looks worse too, so, I mean, there's also that fact. Man, I don't want to go in here. That looks like shit. This giant mushroom. I need to find the bow. That's what I need to do. I need to see where the bow's at so I can down some of these enemies from a distance. The poison ones are pretty bad. I mean, it's not like fighting the skeletons, but if you don't have an antidote, you're just getting most of your health drained. Pacers made you and 90% of Indiana have repeated heart attacks. Uh-oh. Did they win? Man, that's a long game. It's midnight here, so I'm assuming out there it's gotta be 1 or 2. But yeah, don't worry about it. What is this? Oh, we got 10 gold from somebody's grave. I've been thinking about going back and playing Final Fantasy X though. I've been in the mood since I finished 8. 8 was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I actually really enjoyed the playthrough of 8 I did. And that is not a game that I thought I'd liked. And there were still parts that were really shitty with it. There were definitely parts I did not like about 8. And it does start slow. It's like one of the slowest starting games I've ever played in my life. But once it gets rolling, boy does it. Where'd that tree come from? Had 2 games like that in less than a week. Cutting it close. Oh, maybe it came from over there. I don't actually know. Let me go back and hit the fountain up again. Let's see if I can run past that mushroom real quick. The fountain is so close, I guess it doesn't matter if I get poisoned. But that might be where I need to go. Hey, I actually dodged it this time. Nice. More mushrooms. Trees. Trees that I can't pass. But they space them out just enough so you can see what's over there. Sort of. That one got me. Animal skeleton, eh? If I step in the water, do I die? I feel like I do. Okay, I do. It's not that deep, man. Come on. Look, we can skirt around here and get these antidotes. I can't hold the X button to, like, speed away. There was no switch or anything that I could use to move any of the blocks around. So that doesn't unlock the puzzle sequence here. Because I think that's where I need to go. It says like the wind temple or something like that, but there's one of those stumps in the way, so that tells me that I need to find something somewhere to move that. Oh, we still had the blue potion. I did not know. I thought I used that already. Did I use this one already? Wait, no. Look at that, they sink into the ground. Get in there. I don't even think these plants provide that much experience, but... try to clear them out regardless. Going back, I was thinking about playing one of the Onimusha games. Again, I have them all, I think physically. But then there's that I think there's a remaster coming out for the first one. I don't know what they're going to fix up in it. I usually like to play the originals first anyway, but I don't know. Sometimes if there's like a really old game, the nerd to have a remaster. But I don't know if it'll be worth it. But yeah, I've played probably like an hour of each of them. I don't think I've ever gone beyond that. It's been one of those things where I've tested it out and I've said, yeah, this game looks pretty cool. This seems like a good series. But I never went beyond what little I played. Not that it wasn't interesting, it just never felt like there was time to actually do it. And the only time I have lately to really get into video games is pretty much through streaming. So, I don't know. Maybe we can make a stream of it. Speaking of remasters and stuff, there was a Sonic video game collection that I didn't even know existed that was on sale that I ended up getting. What really enticed me about it was that it presented the games in 16:9 format, which I thought was amazing. I have never finished a Sonic game outside of, I think, Sonic Advance 2, because I own that one. And I think that's the only, like, Sonic game I had for, like, the longest time. And anything else that I've had since then, I've only ever played just a fraction of. Never played all the way through. The Vardy's house is this way. I thought the Vardy's house was the other way. Oh, shit. But yeah, what I don't like about the Sonic games, the older ones anyway, was the fact that he moves so damn fast. He's the damn fastest thing alive, isn't he? The blue blur, whatever they call him. And I never know what the hell I'm doing or where I'm going. Because 4x3 seems like it's so tight and confined. And I know, I get it. There were so many games that were presented in that format. It really shouldn't be a problem. But I've always felt like the games could be better if I could just see a little bit more to the left and the right. Or at least just to the right. I guess you don't need to go back all that much. But lo and behold, this new collection, it was like $10. It does just that for the first 3 games, Sonic CD, and whatever else is in there. So who knows? Maybe I'll play one of those one day. Technically I own, I think, like almost every single Sonic game that's available on Steam, except for the Frontiers. Oh, and I guess that Shadow one that just came out. It's like Shadow Generations. So just outside of the 2 latest ones from like 2020 up, I think I own everything else. That was mostly because they were all in a Humble Bundle, I think. And, you know, with Humble Bundle, you could put down dollars. It's not even that much. And you get whatever they have in the collection. So I'm pretty sure I ended up getting almost all of them. And maybe even everything that was available at the time that I got it. Just from that one collection. But I never really played any of them. It's always been one of those things where it's like, yeah, maybe. I've had friends that have been like huge Sonic fans, but I don't know, I guess they never really talk about it all that much to the point where I'm like, oh man, I gotta play these games. There's also that like little thing of, it seems like it's a series that's very hit or miss. That's the general feeling I get from it. So there might not be a lot of incentive to play some of the ones that weren't looked at in the most fondest of lights. I got looped around. I mean, it was kind of good because we got to use the fountain again, but something's off here. I was going to take cover, but I guess I can't do that. Okay, we found a save crystal. That's progress. I can use Varde's key here. I think I've seen that. I think we came across that before. So maybe I'll just go back around. Yeah, look, I moved the stump. Shit. What? Why am I still poisoned? Guess that was like extra poisoning. Maybe I used it too quick. I don't know. It sucks though. I had to use both my antidotes. Did I walk down here? I did not. There's a chest down here. $100 gold. That's not bad. I almost have 1,000 now. This is the way to wherever. Yeah, let's make a quick save here. Are we still going to Varde's house? Speak to me, sign. There we go. Okay, we are. Can't slink by. I can with that, though. Finally, Varday's house. Herb. Must be Varday, I assume. Lyle, I must speak to you before you go to the castle. That's why I used the fairy to play a trick on Robert Shreve. Or is it Shreve? I knew if I left my staff, you would come. King Alfred, your father, wanted you to receive the 3 seals of Icrius. He entrusted 3 people to keep guard over the seals. One of the seals is the Eye of Icrius, which my fairy cleverly removed from the care of Robert. Once all 3 seals are brought together, the key of Icrius can be made. The only person left who can make the key now is Leon. I now bestow upon you the Eye of Icrius. With it, I'll also... Why did he, take it from the Robert guy? What was his problem? I guess since the fairy tricked him, I guess maybe he wasn't the most reliable person, but still. That's who the king gave it to. I don't know why you would feel the need to, make it that much harder. I'll also give you this map. With the power of the fairy of the woods and the wind, you will be guided to the right path. Okay. Seals of Icrius will lead to the golden fountain, which was built by Icrius himself. Lyle, obtain the 3 seals quickly. Time is running out for all of us. The power of Icrius must be necessary if you are to succeed. You know what would have been faster? If you had just let Robert keep it. Turcotte Icrius is the ancestor of the High Elf. He has acquired the truth and obtained power. King Alfred inherited the blood, though small. He was thus empowered, as you are. In the past, no one obtained the power outside of Icrius, except Orladon, the great archmage. But in order for you to fulfill the destiny, you must obtain that power. Seal is nearly weak enough for King Alfred to break. If the seal is broken prematurely, there is no hope for this kingdom. Nothing will stop his reign of terror. All right. Well, I guess we got it. Pixie's map. Oh, I see. That's like a Doom map. But where, I don't even know where it's leading me. Wise fruit. Special effect item. The fruit was said to have been planted by Valid. Eating this fruit will cause intelligence to increase. Permanently? Okay, I guess so. Intelligence up. And then here's the Icrius Eye. This is one of the 3 seals of Icrius. It will lead to the Fountain of Healing. Cool. Yeah, there's another lantern up there. I don't know what those are for. We saw one near the beginning of the game too. Alright, well thankfully the poisoning effect wore off. Don't know what those crystals were. Light crystal. Magic stone containing light magic. The magical power of light will increase if you use this stone. I guess maybe that's for the light bolts. I don't know. And thankfully a save crystal. Okay. Well, we got the main thing that we needed so we were able to get it at least. We're just under 2 hours here, and I wanted to keep each game to about 2 hours, so I think I'm going to stop here with this. I might come back to this. I might even just play a little bit of this on my own time just to see what else there is kind of in the areas. Because again, I almost feel like we were under-leveled. Now, we were under-leveled for the barracks area, but then we just needed to get through one part that was relatively simple where we avoided most enemies, and then we were able to get to this, which was a lot easier, obviously, since we were able to get through all of it. So maybe if I ever come across an area where it seems like it's a little bit too hard, I might just need to see if there's an alternative in the same area. I don't know. Hopefully there'll be alternatives like that in each area if they do map it out in a way where you overlap with some more difficult areas. But hard to say. Okay. So that all got cleared out. And we're back at the fountains, so that's good. But yeah, I don't know, it might just be a case of needing to level up a bit and get the right equipment, and you might be good. But even here, I'm still trying to avoid some of these enemies. One, because, a lot of them poison you. You will take damage, obviously, over time. So it would be nice if I found a bow or something where I could use more long-range magic, and I definitely need, without buying moonstones in bulk, I need to find a way to get my MP restored as well. So definitely going to be looking out for that kind of stuff. I might even just pull up a guide or something and see what would be the quickest way to do it. But still, this game fascinates me. I enjoy every time I've booted it up so far. I do think it's actually better than the previous one too, so I feel like they've done a little bit better job with the navigation and just kind of like the leveling so far. Even though this game is still very vague and fairly difficult, but I don't know, I'm finding it a little bit more engaging than the first Kingsfield, or Kingsfield 2 in Japan. But anyway, we're going to stop this for now. We'll move on to Doom, and we might pick up with this later on. We'll kind of see how it goes, but I'm going to do some more Doom on PS1. I think we're on Shores of Hell. Is that the second set of maps? I forget. I'm going to actually need to pull up some codes, too, so I can figure out how to get to the actual level we left off on, because there's no save function. Well, thank you for joining in, Hakiri. I appreciate it. It's probably getting pretty late for you, so I'm glad I could play sort of early-ish. I was aiming to do this one first, just in case he did happen to be free, but I didn't. This was a little bit on the late side starting up, unlike last time where I tried to start a little earlier. So, glad you could catch it, but appreciate you being here. Give me a second. It should be pretty quick, but I'm going to switch over to Doom on my PS2, and I'll be right back.